Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Grab your favorite drink, sit back and relax because today we need to talk about two of our biggest powerhouses on our screens right now, Bimbo Ademoye and Timini Egbuson. When you think of these two, what do you see? You see bright studio lights, viral TikTok trends, red carpet glam, infectious laughter, and chemistry so electric. It literally ignites the internet every single time they share a screen. They are the golden pairing of modern Nollywood right now. The public love them, the blogs lives off their banter. Directors rely on their magic to turn a regular storyline into a box office hit. But today, we aren't focusing on the bright lights or the glitters. Today, we are bringing the shadow into focus. Because behind every blockbuster hit, behind every viral chemistry video, and behind every polished PR move lies a complex, high-stake game. What happens in the shadows when the camera stops rolling? What are the hidden costs of being the most heavily shipped co-stars in the country? Is their intense dynamic propelling their individual growth, or is it secretly casting a long shadow over their future careers? Let's dissect it. To understand the shadow, we first have to look at the lights that created it. How did Bimbo and Timini become the couple everyone wants to see? It wasn't just luck, it was an alignment of two entirely different acting forces. Bimbo Ademoye brought the soul. She brought effortlessly raw emotion, grounded comedic timing, and an energy that makes every viewer feel like they are watching a real person, not just a celebrity playing a part. Timini Egbuson brought the charm. He perfected the art of the modern Nollywood heartthrob. Charismatic, smooth, slightly unpredictable, and effortlessly cool. When you put those two forces in a room together, the energy is instant. They didn't just read lines, they created moments. And Nollywood, being an industry that follows what works, realized very quickly that putting Bimbo and Timini together was a guaranteed formula for numbers, viewers, and social media buzz. But here is where the shadow starts to form. When a formula works too well, the industry stops innovating. Producers stop asking, what dynamic role can we give Bimbo? Or how can we challenge Timini's range? Instead, they asked, how fast can we put them in another romantic comedy? The spotlight stays bright, but underneath it, the boundaries of their individual artistries start to fade into the background. Let's step into the craft itself because it's where the shadow is most visible. As actors, your greatest tool is surprise. The moment an audience can predict every gesture, every tone of voice, and every emotional beat before you even deliver the line, the magic starts to wear thin. When Bimbo and Timini are together, they have established a comfort zone. They know each other's rhythm so well that scenes flow naturally, almost too naturally. It starts to feel less like two distant characters falling in love or fighting, and more like Bimbo and Timini having a banter-filled afternoon on set. For light-hearted romantic dramas, that's a great entertainment. But what happens when you will look at their long-term legacy? Bimbo has the dramatic power to deliver heartbreaking, gritty, awarding sleeping performances that don't rely on romantic tropes or comedy. While Timini has demonstrated that he can play dark, complex, conflicted characters when pushed completely out of his smooth talker elements. Yet, as long as they remain tethered to that golden pairing narrative, those deeper, darker, and more challenging role remains hidden in the shadows. When you spend years delivering what's easy and popular, you run the risk of becoming an industry routine rather than an evolving legend. Now let's talk about the biggest shadow of all, the blur between PR and reality. In 2026, cinema doesn't end when the movie credits roll. It continues on Instagram stories, movie premieres, TikTok clips, and comment section. Bimbo and Timini are absolute geniuses at keeping the audience guessing. A flirtatious comment here, an affectionate video there, a joint interview where they laugh off relationship rumors while giving just enough eye contact to make fans go crazy. They feed the narrative because it keeps their projects trending, but operating in that space is like walking a tightrope. When the line between their real-life friendship and their promotional chemistry become completely blurred, the audience stop watching the characters they play. they start watching their personal lives instead. Every movie's reviews turns into a debate about whether they are secretly dating. Every red carpet appearance is analyzed for body language. The story on screen gets swallowed by the gossip off screen. And what happens when one of them wants to step away from that narrative? What happens when one of them takes on serious personal commitment and wants to establish a total separate public image? The transition is rarely clean and the public backlash can be shockingly harsh. So when we bring all this shadow into focus, what do we actually see? We see two unbelievably talented actors sitting at a massive crossroad in their careers. Bimbo Ademoye and Timini Egbuson do not need to rely on the safety net of their joint brand anymore. They have already conquered that space. They have given us the iconic moments, the chemistry and the hits. Now, to truly protect their individual legacies, it's time to step out of the shadow of their pairing. We need to see them deliberately take on separate high-stake projects where they are paired with entirely different co-stars in unconventional genre. Less routine rom-coms, more intense psychological thrillers, period pieces or raw Indian dramas where their talents, not just their chemistry, take center stage. Moving away from fan service tropes and letting their stand-alone work command and conversation. At the end of the day, acknowledging the shadows doesn't mean ignoring the light. Bimbo and Timini are a rare gift to Nigeria cinema, but true appreciation for their talents means wanting to see them break boundaries, both together and apart. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think their on-screen dynamic is the best thing happening in Nollywood right now? Or are you ready to see both of them step into entirely new territory? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, share it with your fellow Nollywood movie lovers, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dive. Until next time, stay safe and keep watching great films, and bye bye.